Mr. President, 4 years ago, our economy was in free fall. AIG had been bailed out. Lehman Brothers plunged into bankruptcy. The depth of the recession we fell into is difficult to understate. With the economy contracting at nearly 9% in the last 3 months of 2008 and over 700,000 jobs lost every month, it's not an exaggeration to call the crisis we face the worst since the Great Depression. Demand dried up as our financial system collapsed. Families struggled to pay the bills and millions lost their homes to foreclosure. Our unemployment rate peaked at 10% nationally, 11.4% in Illinois. It's been a hard road back to stable economic ground, but things have turned around. There's a lot of work still to be done. We all would like to see more jobs created, but it's clear our economy is better off, and we are better off, than we were 4 years ago. I saw many examples of our economic progress as I traveled my state. One of my last stops in August was at the Chrysler Plant in Belvidere. What a great story. Only 3 years ago, there was a serious concern that this plant was going away. At the time, Chrysler was facing bankruptcy, and the plant was building a now defunct model, the Dodge Caliber, and different models of the Jeep. Plant production had slowed to a single shift, and employment had dropped to as low as 200 people. The federal government offered a bridge loan and helped to facilitate a merger with Fiat. With government assistance, Chrysler has emerged from bankruptcy and is profitable. In October 2010, Chrysler announced a nearly $700 million investment at the Belvidere plant to retool for the production of the new Dodge Dart. The plant reached full production in July of this year, now employing 4,698 workers. If the auto industry had been allowed to collapse, between 1.1 and 3.3 million jobs would have been lost between 2009 and 2011. These are stories of businesses in my home state. I asked my staff, find me businesses that survived the recession, are expanding and hiring people. I want to hear their stories and listen to the stories. All kinds of different businesses, large and small, expanding today. Businesses that weathered the recession and they're successful. Business is picking up. These businesses are hiring people back, in some cases expanding. Their stories aren't unique. Across America, 30 consecutive months of private sector job growth tells us we're moving in the right direction. The American people see these facts and figures. They also feel the improvement in their communities. With new businesses opening and on their block with new housing recovering as well. We are much better off than we were 4 years ago. Now is not the time to go back to policies that brought us into this recession, but to move forward, creating even more jobs and expanding more businesses.